My name is Marco Hanna from PhoneDog.com, and this is the Weekly Bone. I hope everyone has had a great weekend and a Monday so far, but it is time for some Phone Dog news, so let's get started. Apple CEO Tim Cook actually announced over a financial call that all the new products we are working towards, which he said there are many new hardware advancements that we're working towards, will be announced this fall. So that means all the rumors of the iPhone actually coming at WWDC this summer are now false. So this means that all the new iPhone, iPad hardware will be announced and released in this fall, which means WWDC will probably be a software-only event. We might see some Mac hardware, but overall we'll see the new iOS debuted and the new version of Mac OS X. Last week we talked about Nokia announcing a new keyboard device, and it was not a Lumia device, it was actually the Nokia Asha 210. But in other news of Nokia, there is a new event on May 14th in London as well, but this time it's all about Lumia, which means we will see the next generation of Lumia devices, we will see the next flagship devices from Nokia carrying Windows Phone 8, and we also might see PureView making its way into the Lumia series devices. The Samsung Galaxy S4 is now in the hands of our own Aaron Baker, and he not only brought the Samsung Galaxy S4, he brought the Galaxy S1, the Galaxy S2, the Galaxy S3, and the Galaxy S4, all one big family in one video in the intro as shown here. But the Galaxy S4 is finally in our hands, and Aaron Baker takes a closer look of this new 5-inch magical Android 4.2 device. The Samsung Galaxy S4 is a 5-inch Android 4.2 device, has a 1.9 GHz quad-core processor along with 2 GB of RAM. On the back there is a 13 megapixel camera, and on the front there is 441 pixels per inch on that beautiful Super AMOLED 1080p display. Basically, the device is very killer. It is a monster device. It has amazing hardware, as we just talked about, and the software is also as good as the hardware, with new features like AirView and Air Gestures, as well as S-Health and other software advancements on TouchWiz and Android 4.2. Now, if you compare the HTC One against the Samsung Galaxy S4, it is a very close battle, but overall the Samsung Galaxy S4 provides more bang for the buck and also has a faster hardware on the terms of a processor, same amount of RAM, but the display is bigger and the resolution is around the same. They're both 1080p devices, but the Samsung Galaxy S4 will have a larger display. Of course, it's a 5-inch display instead of a 4.7, but the build quality on the HTC One will be far superior against the Samsung Galaxy S4. Obviously, the HTC One will be built with metals and glass, while the Samsung Galaxy S4 will be built mainly of plastic components. Also, when it comes to the software portion of the HTC One and the Samsung Galaxy S4, HTC Zoe and HTC Blink Feed are great, but the Samsung has a lot more software implementations to make life a lot easier. There's more customization in terms of notification center, and with things now like AirView and Air Gestures, it's a much easier device to get around. Well, that's all the time I have for this week's episode of The Weekly Bone. My name is Marco Hanna from PhoneDog.com, and I will see you in the next video.